Guacamelee is a Metroidvania developed by Drinkbox Studios. The game features a unique Mexican theme alongside a quirky art style, in which you play as a luchador named Juan. The latest version is being assessed for this particular review, the Super Turbo Championship Edition, and was played on the PC. The largest thing that sets Guacamelee apart from most other Metroidvanias is its fantastic combat system. Instead of being slow and careful, it throws the player in there with the ability to chain attacks together to perform some stylish combos. Throughout the game, Juan will obtain more abilities. While these abilities are primarily used as attacks to extend or end combos, they also have the function of destroying colored rocks associated with a specific ability. Destroying these rocks allows the player to progress further, and many require backtracking to locate optional upgrades. These optional upgrades include increasing your maximum health, stamina for the use of special attacks, and Intenso meter. The Intenso meter is sort of a hyper mode. You build the meter up by landing attacks, and when unleashed, the player gains a surge of health and deals more damage for the duration. Later on, enemies gain color-coded shields that are associated with your special abilities. These enemies are completely immune to any damage source until their shields are broken by the correct attack. Another core mechanic involves dimensional shifting. In Guacamelee, there is a world of the living and a world of the dead. Enemies can be located in either dimension. Those found in the world that Juan isn't currently in are able to hurt him, though the opposite is not true. Combining the dimensional mechanic alongside the shields makes sure that the player stays on their toes, and keeps combat fresh at all times. Outside of combat, dimensional shifting also alters the environment around Juan. Platforms located in one world might not exist in the next. This forces the player to rapidly change which dimension they are in to progress. The music also changes adaptively to which world you are in, as a nice touch. Throughout the game, the player will find coins and chests as well as combat, and these can be spent at any checkpoint scattered throughout the world. These coins can be used to buy enhancements, like increasing the damage of specific abilities or increasing health. A separate currency, skeleton coins, are more rare and are used for purchasing costumes. The costumes change Juan's appearance while also granting a boon, though they also bestow a negative effect to balance it out. For example, one costume greatly increases the damage you dish out, but will greatly increase the damage you take as well. All of the bosses in the game are introduced during the opening sequence, a long time before you actually fight them. You also see them throughout your journey in short story sequences. This really helps in making the player invested in the characters and enhances the anticipation for each boss fight. Guacamelee also does a great job in making the experience not feel like it drags on. The entire time it feels as though you are sent from one location to the next, without any significant downtime. I'd like to mention that there is also a co-op feature, though only through local means. Regrettably, this means that not many people will engage in the feature, and this function would have reached a much larger audience with an online capability. In conclusion, Guacamelee is a really fresh Metroidvania. It separates itself from the competition with an incredible combat system and a unique theme. The game will take most players around 6 to 7 hours to beat, with more like 10 to 12 to finish with 100% completion. It is definitely a worthy purchase to anyone with an interest in Metroidvanias or fast-paced action.